The phenomenal thing about this, when, especially in Manhattan, New York, the first woman, she was a known drug addict because she was a freelance photographer, and she was known throughout the media. And because she was on crack, she had threatened to take her life. And they had a suicide watch out for her, and she had to check in, certain people had to check in to see if she was okay. So she had just left one of the drug centers. I think it was the Reality House. So it was quite known she was a drug addict. And she told her story on the radio show that she heard my voice on the radio. And she had no desire for the drug. And it was phenomenal because she had no withdrawal sensation. And in Manhattan, New York, she was the forerunner. After it worked so well with her, others heard about it throughout the media, and I began to take groups of people on drugs, crack, heroin, alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, you name it, I did it, several people. And when the drug centers and the hospitals, etc., found out about my phenomenal work, it was unheard of. How can you treat someone on drugs and they have no withdrawal sensation? So they wanted me to teach others how to do this. It was complimentary, but you cannot teach a gift. It cannot be done. Consequently, they put pressure on me. And I could no longer continue my work. So I'm going to pause here for a moment and let you see the other part of the tape. And remember, the weight loss and the greed and the jealousy in New York was phenomenal. The FBI came to me. It was very nice. A gentleman from the FBI, he talked to me. People, doctors, psychologists came to me wanting me to teach how I did my science. I can no longer teach it. No, if you were to bring to me the sunlight in a bottle, and when the moon would rise, you open the bottle, and the sun would come out. Unto thee I will reveal my gift. Otherwise, it cannot be done. So after a time, I had to leave. But as for this moment, I want you to see the other part of the tape. I pause again.
Dr. Eleanor Iskander lives in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. She's a woman who is sometimes surrounded by mystery. Iskander believes pyramids focus the untapped energies of the universe. And when she lies in hers, she just doesn't do it to take a rest, but to take a trip. While her body may be in her plastic pyramid in Pittsburg, she claims her soul is traveling to Egypt or
to different planets.
What does Dr. Iskander see in these cosmic economy trips?
Travelers from different galaxies, ancient prophets and philosophers, and they became my teachers.
And what did she do with all this ancient knowledge she gathered? She opened an office in this ancient building in Pittsburg. The building has turned of the century, but her ad says she's been in business a lot longer than that.
I have been in practice over 10,000 years.
Using hypnosis and the psychic powers she's gathered over the years, all 10,000 of them, Dr. Iskander takes her patients out of their bodies so she can treat their problems.
After a visit with Dr. Iskander, I was able to quit smoking for the first time in my life.
I went from 170 to 145 in a month and a half.
I had an out-of-body experience, and she helped me also with my health problems.
But Dr. Iskander's patients don't always have to make office calls. She says they can just make phone calls. The controversial cure she was credited with concerns a woman near Richmond, Virginia named Nora Arthur. Dr. Iskander claims she's full of universal energy which comes through her pyramid. Some people in Pittsburgh wanted to see how full of energy she really was, so she was put to the test. And the test was conducted by Dr. Thana Khalil, a noted physicist, mathematician, engineer, and Egyptian. Dr. Iskander lay dormant for 3 days and 3 nights in her plastic pyramid while Dr. Khalil monitored her brain waves and vital signs.
I put the probe on different persons in the room. We have nearly the same type of cycles come out of the brain. When we put it on the forehead of Dr. Iskander, we found that the waves exceeded the level of the oscilloscope. This means she gained a lot of energy and a lot of electromagnetic waves that is affecting the brain, and the brain is in another state.
A reporter who was present during the 72-hour experiment was Reed Galen of KDKA Pittsburgh, who told us except for the active brain waves, Dr. Iskander's vital signs were almost non-existent.
Medical scientists might say she was not properly functioning. She just quietly woke up and then reported to us that she had visited some far-off distant place which was unlike anything she had ever experienced before.
What did you think?
I'm a bit of a romantic when it comes to these things. I like the idea of us not being able to explain everything and testing the depths of the human mind. But on the other hand, of course, as a reporter, I'm trained to be a little bit skeptical.
The more primitive the human being is, the more psychic power he has.
Our guest this afternoon says she can help you lose weight, stop smoking, cope with anxiety or depression, all by using her special gift of ancient Egyptian hypnosis. Now, as a special doctor of hypnosis and parapsychology, she claims to possess the wisdom of the ages, which seems only right since she says she's been around 10,000 years. Would you welcome to People Are Talking in the Afternoon, Dr. Elner Bey Iskander.
I saw Dr. Iskander on Real People, and I was very interested, so I tracked her down by telephone and found her in British Columbia. I drove 700 miles to see her, and I was very impressed with what she was doing. And I have had a weight problem for 20 years, up and down, tried every weight program there was to no avail. And through her program, I have lost a lot of weight. And
how long has it been? How much weight have you lost?
3 months, and it's right at 50 pounds, and my clothes are all very loose, which is really neat. You know, it's exciting because I haven't been able to do that before.
Now, how much more do you want to lose?
I want to go down to 98 pounds.
Eleanor says that when she does this, a glass of water will be fine. What are you eating? Are you getting all your vitamins and minerals?
Oh, certainly. You know, there's the program that she puts you on, and things that she suggests that you take vitamins. And the liquid is very filling, as she said, a glass of juice, you know, and you feel like you've had a full meal.
Why did you seek her out, Jesse?
Drinking problem.
You had an alcohol problem.
Well, it's just really heavy drinking.
And drugs?
No, not my drugs.
Were you involved in drugs at all? Or
no.
Did you have any goals for the future?
Just try to make it. And just, you know.
Keep going.
Yeah.
How do you feel after the one session with Elner? Do you feel...
Real good.
Do you want to drink anymore?
No. No, it does. It takes it away from you.
And what was it like when you went under?
It was fantastic. You are totally relaxed, and you just feel this reality coming on you that you are not the person you were. You become, I saw myself as a very thin woman in a blue bathing suit with white lace across the top and a low back. I was walking across the beach. The sand was warm. I could taste the salt. I could hear the roar of the waves. And I was out for over an hour and a half, and I only thought it was 15 minutes.
And you were, 3 weeks ago, you were hypnotized.
Yes.
And you've lost how much weight since
20
then?
pounds.
You have beautiful skin.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you can see that really on TV.
I put nothing on my face.
But she said in her literature that she does not let wrinkles come in.
Why should I?